Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for game number 1 between Makros and Nub and Eagle Strike number 9. We are back, or we are back again for I don't know how many times on Favorable Approach. Today joining me is Mr. Greyshot. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing quite well. I'm excited to cover some excellent 1v1 games with you, my friend. And I guess the first player we can shout out is Nub playing the dock.
Yeah, standard opening bike, Palm Grenadier, and Makros as the Brits with a standard double Royal Engineer and tier 1 start. You know, it's really hard to be not biased when your 2v2 arranged team partner is playing in the tournament. But I will pretend I'm not a biased caster, Kierpa. Makros tries to break into the higher ranks in tournament play, but so far was not really able. He's the king of throws, as I like to call him. He's now getting a dingo out. Pretty standard Brit stuff, I would say there.
Dingo on station.
Dingo can be incredibly effective, especially against the dock, due to the fact like the motorcycle team just can't stand up to it, and with the double Royal Engineer, you can quickly heal that dingo, keep the fight going. Here we go, first fight, dingo chasing that motorcycle team.
Yeah, bike should get away though, it's quite fast. But I like how Makros was really aggressive with the dingo, really abusing the fact that you don't bleed manpower with it. And double Royal Engineer, obviously great in addition there as a repair squad. However, Makros has a weird capping order on the left side, giving up his fuel there, and didn't fire off the sandbag that he built. Or is that the sandbag that Nub built? Probably a Nub sandbag?
Yeah, I wasn't looking at that front. I was watching the dingo be pushed back by the Palm Grenadiers. The dingo's trying to assist, but good cover, and also the bonus thanks to the motorcycle team is going to keep that Panzer Pioneer on the point.
Yeah, Makros now tries to flank the position with a Royal Engineer. Infantry section gets intercepted by the Palm Grenadier. Overall, bike might go down.
Royal Engineer's giving chase. It's very low.
Bike never dies. It's like 1 HP.
I want to know. No, 2.
HP.
It has 2. Incredible.
The bike never dies. Fastest unit in the game. So
Royal Engineers took some hits. They pull back. Dingo's still supporting with like quarter health as infantry section push onto that fuel. Makros trying to get his fuel back.
And he achieved that. Dingo needs to be repaired, but that should not be a big problem. However, the first infantry engagements are not looking too well for Makros. On the right-hand side, he was pushed off as well.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, that's going to give the Palm Grenadiers. Yeah, Dingo's getting repairs, and this will give the Palm Grenadiers that push back the Royal Engineers on the right an opportunity to grab the munitions. Motorcycle team's going in for the remaining capsule along that right-hand side, and it's just going to be slow reacting for Makros. So Nub has a small lead. We'll see how he's able to take advantage of it.
One moment, you cast ahead. I need to type something quickly.
All right.
I'm sorry about that. I know typing is...
No worries. We got 3 Palm Grenadiers backed up by Panzer Pioneers moving in against the Muni point that unfortunately Makros was trying to grab. Stopping it just before he was able to cap it. Dingo coming in to support, but infantry section has to hightail it. There is a absolute blob of Palm Grenadiers moving through. And one unit diverges to grab the Makros' fuel, the rest chase the dingo.
Yeah, Makros not really able to get a foot into the door in this game. He's really being pushed around by Nub, and that's a really bad sign considering that Brits should have a stronger early game against Duck in the early game due to the dingo.
Yeah.
However, Nub is doing an amazing job. We have some
Sector overrun.
fake RT being called in, but Nub obviously knows that, and just soft retreats, no full retreat. Map control not looking good for Makros.
No, his fuel is once again going to be under Nub's hands, and all that infantry still being supported by the motorcycle, just giving that small boost that's really helping him out. More infantry sections coming in, but I think he's going to hold down next to some good cover and just hold that fuel for as long as he can.
Yeah, he's sending now the Royal Engineer on the right-hand side. Should probably get fuel first, then ammo. Not sure there.
Yeah, any upgrade? Oh, he got the upgrade for the Royal Engineer to clear mines. Good choice. You never know.
So, Pomegranate. Oh boy, that might be game ending now. Makros is not tagged up. And guess what's on the field? My favorite tank.
L6, baby, here they come.
Makros will see them now. And yeah, full retreat. And Makros has no AT on the field. Has not even options of AT. He's now taking AT nades, but even the AT nades are really hard to use against L640s with flamers.
Yeah, they are being upgraded with the flamethrower, and I bet they're... Oh, yeah, he's getting the... Makros is getting the AT grenade, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he's about to be barbecued in his own base.
He might be dead.
Rifle grenades and anti-tank
He has
grenades.
snares, gets one snare out.
HQ is under attack. Push them back.
Two snares out. He has no follow-up ammo though.
Dingo recon vehicle has been destroyed.
L6 is able to kill the Dingo. One L6 pulls back. The other one is
Our opponent is in
leading
control
way
of
for
all
another
victory
point.
points.
Yeah. The damage only Dingo died though, no infantry wipe, so it's not the end of the world, I would say. But still, Makros though severely being behind, basically being locked off of the map. Only no building tier 2. He has no
We
other
are
AT
losing
options.
territory.
He does not. I mean, he could probably get an AT gun, but the problem is two L6s with flamethrowers can come in two separate directions. His infantry section group, along with the engineers, are cutting straight through mid to try to put down the L6, but it's able to heal itself just in time.
Yeah, Makros really behind now. He gets out another nope.
Right, he's trying to run to head to the fuel, but I feel like that L6 is just going to keep hitting him from the side.
Yeah. Oh, the damage from the flamer.
Jerry's not giving up without a fight. We're down to 300 points.
He just can't get close. Oh no, he's trying to go for the AT grenade!
Yeah,
He's
but-
going to lose that unit!
He would have lost it either way, right? Humber is in the queue. Humber has to do some heavy lifting there.
The beggars are threatening a munitions.
Yeah. Is that... Oh...
We assume Aussies were banned. Sadly, they didn't share the draft link, so we don't know, but I assume. Because he has Canadian Shock in the loadout, and usually it's either Canadian Shock or Aussies that's getting banned. We have the Humber on the field.
Fueled up.
Will it be enough?
Will it be the damage though is insane. Map is really looking bad, and that's an understatement.
Yeah. Nub has the advantage. Let's make sure he
The
doesn't
enemy is
fumble the
pushing
ball.
hard. We're down to 250 points.
I think L6
L6
wins
is-
against the Humber without upgrade.
So,
The enemy have taken our
real
territory.
quick, let me... Alright, checking one thing. Oh, okay, so he hasn't got any upgrades for any of his armor vehicles yet.
Yeah, we have
Nub hasn't.
Panzerjägers on the field. And Humber, that's a crucial moment. I think if Makros is able to survive the storm somehow against the Panzerjäger in combination with the... Oh, that's it. No! That's game.
No.
Yeah. He has no end. Makros there. Again.
Long fight ahead of us.
Again, Clown Car with AT rifles is no joke. It will hunt down your light vehicles with ease.
Yeah.
All right. But, Ovadia, what would you say to that game, how to go? I would say just Nub had better map control and was more effective at bringing out the light armor
Yeah.
because of it.
It's just being caught on the right or on the wrong foot, right? Like, L640 rush is not that common anymore. And Makros was not expecting it. You have to be prepared for that. And if you're not expecting that, it kills you. the counterplay is not that hard. It depends on how much CP gain you have, how fast you attack, and so on. However, if you're not expecting it, and come on, how often do you play against L640 Rush in a 1v1 setting? You get rolled. Like, Makros tried his best. I think AT gun would have been probably the safer choice, but keep in mind, AT gun is slower and Humber gives him more map. But yeah, it's hard to play against, and one mistake and everything falls apart.
All right,
So
well,
definitely well
GG
played
to
there.
Nub.
All right, everyone. We will be back in a second with game number 2. See you in a sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's game number 2 time between Makros and Nub. We are back on Fame Will Approach, and once again joining me is Mr. Greyshot, and same factions, just players switched them. So, what are we expecting?
Royal Engineers on the
Well,
field,
unfortunately,
ready for your
ladies and gentlemen, not much variation. We got Panzer Pioneers being deployed by Makros, along with the motorcycle team, which is now deployed.
Yeah.
What about the Brits? Any changes?
Standard stuff, double Royal Engineer, tier 1 start. I'm expecting Dingo once the manpower is in. Makros though, not the Palm Grenadier player. He plays wise by game lagging. Police Relic. Here we go. No, it's working. He's playing the double or triple Panzer Pioneer 250 into tier 2 with Assault Grenadiers. So definitely interesting to see how this build order fares against the Dingo.
I always enjoy my clown cars, so I'm curious to see how that, is used. Meanwhile, Panzer Pioneers and motorcycle team fighting off Royal Engineers. They get their first pick.
But Bike comes over to support, and I don't think this Royal Engineer can stay around for too long. It's going
He's going to hightail it out of there, right as the Dingo comes in.
Yeah, Bike should easily get away. No little bit dancing around the hedgerow. 250
But most
comes.
importantly, the half track's coming up, but the most interesting thing is both sides got their fuel.
Yeah. Nub's plan to harass Makros fuel didn't work out. Humber is under a lot of pressure, but keep in mind, Dingo. Jesus Christ, already mixing up both units. Dingo nearly always wins against the 250.
Yeah. Like Carrie's going to pull back, but luckily there's a handy-dandy Panzer Pioneer right there to bring it back up to full health.
He's falling back to the 10-point ammo, so he can cap and repair at the same time.
Very nice.
But look
Good
at
jobs
Nub's map control. He really focused fighting over capping,
Grenades are being
and
distributed
it
to the men.
didn't work out that much, I would say. Obviously, same
They're
fuel
losing a
income.
fuel point to enemy
Well,
action.
Makros also didn't cap that much ammo, so it might not be as bad as I made it out to be.
I mean, it all depends, right? It all depends on how effective those early engagements are. I will say, Nub was able to effectively push back Makros from
Rifle
decapping
grenades
the
and
British fuel.
anti-tank grenades are now available.
But it looks like for all the other units, they're on the move. With the half track in the the Panzer Pioneer in the 250.
Yeah, we have snares from Nub. He's expecting an all-in. And he gives away that he has snares because he's chasing the 250, or he's playing mind games. Nobody knows.
The good news is, ladies and gentlemen, we know he already upgraded to grenade package. So if he does get close, he does have the ability. All right, Panzer
Dingo
Pioneer looks like
getting
he can't stay in that fight.
We have Panzerjäger on the field, and I think it kind of shows
An
why you never
infantry
should
section of
auto-build to
Tommies
tier
has
1
been
building.
trained.
Panzerjäger could have been already on the front line if you build it closer to the base exit, as you normally do.
The enemy have taken our territory.
He's trying to chase. He's trying to get that final shot on the Dingo. Makros
Dingo
land the
might
killing
go
blow.
down. Yes,
Dingo recon vehicle
first
has been
important pick there
destroyed.
for Makros. Makros all ahead KD wise.
Ammunitions point has
Keep in
been
mind he barely
overrun.
lost any manpower. Most damage was done by the Dingo, and that's by the 250. I mean, sorry, and that's a huge thing. And now with picking the Dingo, there's nothing really on the field that counters the 250. As long as Makros stays on top on his micro to avoid getting snared.
It looks like Nub is upgrading his infantry section that's a little bit weaker with AT rifles. Meanwhile, Makros is getting fire support elements, so maybe flak for Lake? Or at least some more units from that second tier. But yeah, if you look at the amount of units, right now we have 6 units on the field compared to 4. Nub needs to deploy something soon.
Oh, 250 will get not snared.
No, this isn't Code 2. There's no heat-seeking AT grenades in this.
I want to remind you of the one infamous tightrope clip where his bike got snared, but because the bike is going so fast, the snare is not hitting, so it will follow the bike till the end of the days. What an amazing clip, man.
Right.
Makros has a flame of Pioneer.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna be able to kill the Royal Engineer.
No, but he will gain control over middle here. Nub has a Humber in the queue, however, Makros has a Panzerjäger already on the field. He has no Assault Grenadiers on the field.
The enemy has our
with this amazing left behind skins.
Very nice. As they move up, there's really not much stopping him from grabbing the fuel. And it looks like Panzer Pioneer is going to build cover while the Assault Grenadiers grab the fuel.
Yeah, that's really awesome to see. Yeah, no, you can kind of see why boys upgrade on the infantry section backfires more than it does, because Nap has basically half this anti-infantry firepower. The boys is not that great against infantry up, and it has rather poor scaling, so once the flak hits, they're really becoming useless.
Alright, Hubber needs to do a lot of money moves right now as Royal Engineers try to push up. Assault Grenadiers throw smoke on the Royal Engineers.
Probably to block the Humber.
Alright. Hubber pops through the smoke. Has yet to fire. Grenades are thrown. Infantry section dodge.
But gets dodged nicely.
Alright, Royal Engineer gets away. Infantry section seems to be actually shredding the Assault Grenadiers and Panzerjäger.
However, Flak is on the field. And look at the map control. Makros really applying the DAC pressure. He is keeping the map. And now with the Flak on the field.
Yeah, a flak filling pulls a little back. There is most of Makros' forces are on the left. There is a Royal Engineer squad chilling out by the pier on the water.
I don't think
grabbing territory.
I don't think Nap can stay around and try to get the decap. He's playing with fire. Like the flak has such a high vibe potential if you are clumped up.
Yeah. Hubber doing its best, but it slowly has to pull back and get some heals. We have an AT gun being deployed by Nub. Makros is just in a really good defensive position and holding that fuel immunity really well.
We're losing a munitions point.
Victory points are sliding. We're already down over 100 points.
Sir, a group of ruffians have reported for orders.
You mentioned earlier about the dock snowballing. I mean, right now it seems like they might snowball themselves to victory at this rate, unless Nub is able to turn the tide.
Well, Nub went for Canadian shots, so he has the potential to call in the Croc later, and Croc to be known a game shifter in 1v1 gives you the opportunity to play from behind, having the call-in, which is hitting like a brick. Deck has little options to deal with it effectively, and with non-doctoral options only has the 88.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
Ooh, Flak might go down, boys coming around, but gets spotted, and Makros reacts correctly and falls back.
Alright, flares going out, so at least Nub knows about Makros' half-track with the AT rifles on his flank. just in case she tries to drive up and kill the hover.
Alright.
Now Nub has an AT gun. Good coverage, good, something to protect his flank.
Ooh, Nub went for the 3 grenades on the cap. Bike gets picked. AT gun gets the rare hit on the AT gun.
We're losing a capture point to enemy action.
And Nub is
We
slowly
have 300
stabilizing,
points remaining.
but he's still under a lot of pressure. Makros can easily control the flanks though with the flag. Nub has to play concentrated.
We've lost
So
the sector.
even though he is stabilizing, he's still looking under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Infantry section with the AT rifles have to pull back. Royal Engineers next up, fighting the Assault Grenadiers.
Royal Engineers get their nade out. Yeah, but the map is still pretty red.
No, it is. There's the Panzer squad on the flank behind the hover.
Ooh, that's
They
it,
get some
that's
good
Humber.
shots.
One more volley Panzerjäger, and they get the Humber. That's really looking
Point.
grim now for Nub losing the Humber. Like, his main damage dealer and main tool for mobility is gone now, and Makros now can really mop the field. AT gun has to fall back. I'm not sure what Nub can do now. He was rebuilding, but like I said, it's
Supplies
really
aren't
hard,
making it back to HQ.
especially on Fanninville,
Lines
to
cut.
play without an LV. There are a lot of side blockers, a lot
The
of shot
sector is in enemy
shot
control.
blockers, so AT guns have a rough time. And if he decides to play for double AT gun, he has to give up so much map.
We're losing a munitions point.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Right now, his infantry section as well, he doesn't...
down to
Oh, he's
200
getting no
points.
muni, so he can't, like, rely on further upgrades or even using grenades.
Territory lost.
Makros probably
But he's doubling
already,
down.
Yeah, Makros already
going for the
thinking
infantry
about
training.
Yeah, he's getting infantry training. Makros thinking about tier 4 or tier 3 rather. Oh, AT gun gets a nice connecting shot.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
Right, half-track pulls away, infantry section engaging the Assault Grenadiers
The
with the
beggars
Royal
are
Engineers.
threatening a
They all
victory
just got
point.
veterancy, but I don't. It's not going to be enough. He's thrown back to base.
Yeah.
Victory point lost.
Not
The
only
enemy has
getting
control.
no heal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Minute 12 heal. You know, it's looking bad when your enemy is
ground
getting
forces
tier
have claimed
3
the sector.
and preparing for tanks, and you just got the and you just had the time and resources to get the heal.
We've
That
lost the
kinda
sector.
tells the story how bad it's looking.
All victory
Yeah,
points
if
are under enemy
Makros gets
control.
out some
We must
a Panzer
counterattack.
3, it's or even a Stuka, it's probably GG.
Incendiary weapons have been rolled out
All right,
to
now
our
I'm hoping
infantry.
that medics and incendiary devices will turn the tide.
Yeah, some heavy lifting definitely. It's so interesting that he went for 3 grenades on decap instead of the heal.
I mean, I guess the idea is, hey, if we have to quickly recap territory, offensive resupply will cover, and then with the incendiary grenades that we can get, that should be enough to beat back, like, you know,
Yeah.
more of the German infantry.
But as we know, Dax late game scaling is not the infantry. So P3 is in the queue. Makros is in a really comfortable position. He has manpower to spare, so I assume self-repair is coming in rather soon. Makros didn't pick a battle group yet, so he could go for armored
We have
support
100 points left.
for the Stuka dive bomb to get rid of the AT gun and then do the all-known Ooga Booga all-in from Dag.
Can I just say well done by Makros for the micro on that flak rolling, hiding behind the
Yeah,
house?
it's looking. Oh my god! Jesus! And Makros is deciding to throw the game. Yeah, you know, he's in a really tough spot. Flak is under pressure. He can't get away. Artillery is raining down. Makros decides to stop the micro. He's pressuring the AT gun. Flak gets destroyed. But AT gun will go down and yeah. Well,
At least he can say he caused Makros to bleed a little bit.
not even that, right? 29 kills to 50 losses on upside.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That
Not
was
gonna lie.
brutal. Nub collapsed there. Yeah, losing the AT gun with the P3 on round the corner, no chance of coming back there.
But yeah, once again, good use of that early game, knocking out the Hubber. It seems to be a vital unit that as soon as it went down, the yeah, it was just too overwhelming. Doc was able to take over the entire map.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a couple of seconds with game number Jesus Christ. First game, because it's going straight to game number 3. I love that. See you in a sec. And it's time for game number 3 between Nub and Makros. We are on road to this first ace game of the day. In the first set of the day. I'm so hyped. Ace games are always so amazing, man. Are you hyped, Mr. Greyshot?
Oh, I am indeed hyped because it looks like, sorry, the British weren't able to cut it. We have an American here.
Yes. Deck American matchup a little bit tougher, I would say, for Deck than Brits. Usually, especially... it's not a tier 1 build. It's not a tier 2 build, not the MG spam, so I might be eating my words now, because 250 is really, really good against the Rifleman build, so I'm really hyped to see what will happen. Obviously, Rototunist mobility is key, and if you can keep up on the flanks and harass the enemy resources, you can really go ahead really, really fast.
Yep. I will say scout units under Nub are trying to take the victory point. We got the Muni in mid. Meanwhile, he pushes left. We have ourselves Makros getting the standard build we've seen before. Double Panzer Pioneer, the motorcycle team. And now slight deviation with the half track.
Then he got the half track last game as well. Like after the second
Yes,
Panzer
so...
okay. I'm not smart enough to understand your jokes, Yappa.
Sorry.
No worries. So Makros playing the same build order all over again. He didn't pick a battle group last game, by the way. Which is just deck things, right? You're so ahead that you don't need a battle group.
They've pushed us
Makros now
on
thinks that's a Rifleman build order, and I think he's pretty happy about that. At least from what I know when I'm playing with him.
Yeah. Again, why get a battle group when you can flex you didn't need one?
Yeah. It always reminds me of like Code 2 days of Code 2 days with the battle group elimination, where the good players try to avoid to pick a battle group or a doctrine back in the days at any cost so they can save them for later. So maybe Makros is thinking like in the old days.
Alright, well, down at the bottom victory point, we have the half-track Panzer Pioneer trying to push back the Engineers, but they hold firm with Riflemen coming into support. And now those Riflemen have grenades.
Yeah, not early grenade attack again. Interesting to see grenades.
Oh, wow. And Nub going for the throat. He's, right now grabbing the manpower point. May not be a big deal, but it is for the resources it generates, but it is a cutoff. So all the resources in half the map are going to be cut off for Makros.
Commander, starting ISC upgrade.
I'm sorry that you have to hear Steam noises in the background. Apparently some players think they need to report every move they do to me. And I'm not happy about that. And now my middle mouse button stopped working. Freaking hell.
One of our strategic
I need
points
to
is
tap
under
out and
attack.
tap in, and then it should work again. I'm sorry about that.
While Vadi's mouse is
Now it works
being repaired, we have a half track with a flamethrower in it, so a little bit of clown car, with a motorcycle team taking over the manpower point. Half track makes Rifleman run. is now coming to support
enemy
against
have
another
taken
rifleman
territory
squad
from us.
toward the center of the map.
Interestingly, Nap went for Spec Ops, however, didn't went for Weasel, so really,
We're
really
losing our capture
unusual.
point.
Kinda says he wants to go for SSF. Nothing else really makes sense, but why skip on the Weasel, especially on Road to Tunis, where every bit
Infantry
of
support
capping
center
power
stock.
really
Defend our
gives you an
victory
edge.
point. We're losing it.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, he's not like he's saving up a ton of manpower for the Weasel plus a howitzer. And I don't know. I mean, I guess the howitzer could be a good addition, but yeah, you sort of cut that Weasel's real bonus, which is real early game support.
Yeah. We have attack from Nap into tier 2, so
Reports of
MGs
enemy
and half
movement near
tracks
our victory
are
point.
an option. Makros in the meantime playing standard tier 1. Fire support elements is coming in. Makros overall has a really
Victory point has
decent map
fallen into enemy
control.
control.
You can really feel the edge of the 250 and the Flamer Pio.
Yep. Panzer squad trying to grab mid, but looks like the riflemen are more preoccupied with killing that motorcycle team. Grenade is thrown!
Satchel is out, but Makros reacts in time. Bike should survive. Bike, look how fast the bike is even with engine damage. And no full retreat from Nap. Ammo down the drain. Nothing has been achieved. A lot of manpower is lost as well. He has no heal. So it went really bad, really fast.
Well, don't you worry. Nub has heals now. He's getting that medical station operational.
Yeah, definitely needed.
Artillery
Look at the
batteries
4
have
model
smoke
riflemen,
shells.
basically no HP
Orders
left. Just
have been
resource
carried out.
them and they fall over.
Hmm?
But yeah,
Well-
Bike, man. Bike never dies.
It never dies.
It's-
And yeah, it can heal itself, so there it goes. It should be back up to full health in just a second. I will say, scout units are decapping the fuel from Makros, so the main battle may have been lost. At the very least, was able to cut off that fuel, if only for a moment.
Yeah.
A victory point is under attack.
Reducing the fuel
We must
advantage,
act.
I think, something that's really not important against Makros. Makros is basically getting the flak any second now,
Victory point now under enemy
and Nap
control.
has nothing
fuel
AT-wise
point is
on the
being
field. He's probably
He's
saving up
captured
for a
victory
half-track,
point.
and the half-track needs to do some heavy lifting.
Yeah. All right. Half track with
Point is
assault
being lost.
grenadiers.
Ooh,
Now
I
moving
s-
on in.
And Makros still has enough resources to queue the flak. That's just the deck players' wet dream, having spare manpower.
Yeah, the dock has lots of call-in abilities and specials that allows them cheaper units at a discount rate. Hold on.
Nade out.
Grenaded.
Bat gets dodged. Rifleman is going home. And look at the KD, man. 21-7. And I think that will lose his engineer on the fuel. Late retreat. No retreating through the assault grenadier and the Panzer
Territory
Pioneer.
lost.
Makros a little bit sloppy on the micro side. I could have wiped the squad there for sure.
Yeah,
We're losing the
Makros
fuel
currently
point.
has definitely a lead in kills, and is trying to get a lead in victory points. But the riflemen on that bottom victory point should maybe help stop the bleed if they can grab it.
Check the line.
Yeah, I'm not
Capture
sure if he's
point under
able to
attack.
achieve that. Flak is coming. We have a Flamer. Panzer Pioneer coming around. Nade assault into the empty
One of our
field,
sectors
but
is now in
Rifleman
enemy hands.
could get wiped. There's no AT. Flak could push. Makros playing
Yeah,
carefully though.
He is. He absolutely is. And right now, it's better to be cautious and keep the advantage going than make a mistake and cost you a lead. Especially as right now Nub is deploying a half-track, and I have to assume he's going to get that AT upgrade.
Yeah, he needs the GMC so
The strategic
desperately.
point
He
is being
needs
claimed.
proper AT against the Flak, but Nub is bleeding so much manpower. I doubt that he will be able to afford SSF anytime soon. They're so incredibly expensive.
Our territory is cut off
Expensive,
from
but
supply.
very potent.
Reconnect
But
with enemy.
again, if well supported. I always have to put that asterisk. You might have the best infantry in the game, but if it's not supported, it's gonna die very quickly.
Yeah. So Makros went for his favorite battle group, Panzerjäger Command. He's playing super safe though. Ace game. You really don't want to lose by not picking a battle group or... Yeah. Healers on the field now. Makros playing really deliberate and really, really well at the moment. Nap, however, is coming back now. He has now the GMC on the field. Put mark target on the half track. Half track is forced back to 50. Might go down. One more shot is needed. Nope. Smoke gets pulled even.
Yeah, I think he's pulling way too far. But I will say, because we see the smoke, he did give his vehicles that vehicle smoke upgrade. So more health and that ability to escape without being fired upon by ground fire.
Yeah, but we have now a Panzerjäger with a Shrek inside of the 250. The ultimate half-Shrek hunter, I would argue.
Oh, yes. Alright. It's like Rifleman and Captain are retreating.
Makros reveals his battle group. Nap sees that we have Panzerjäger with a Shrek. Nap in the meantime has tech bars.
I guess the idea is if I can beat the infantry, then maybe my 75 can hold back the dock armor, but...
Yeah, it's not that easy, right? Like, Flak is so good at trusting infantry that your assault can fall apart really, really quickly.
No, absolutely. Especially with only one AT unit. I know he has AT grenades, but like one long-range AT. And there's realistically 4 dock vehicles that the 75 needs to cover. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Nap investing into a 4th rifleman. 4 rifleman builds get. If riflemen are placed, 4 rifleman builds are the most popular one, I would argue.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
And Bike gets a shot from the GMC, but guess what? It makes the escape.
Yeah, I will say right now is, for Makros, is those riflemen are really good with their bars at dealing with a lot of his infantry, just in a one-on-one fight, so long as these Hulk Grenadiers don't get too close or something, or the, you know, armor support. So if you have 4 of those, plus the captain just spreading out across the map, it's pretty hard to deal with all that infantry. And we can see it right now. Makros is trying to hold back the American forces in mid, which, by the way, are now, some of them are getting double bars. But meanwhile, we see the top of the map, and the vital fuel is being taken away from Makros.
Yeah, Bike is coming over to deny that. We have, by the way, advanced logistics from that, so cheaper reinforcement. Definitely needed with such a heavy infantry build order. Pioneer or engineers won't even get the decap. It's looking really tough. Middle is getting kept by Makros. I'm interested to see what Makros' game plan is like for mid-game and event for the possibility of the late game, because at the moment I feel like Nap is slowly getting back into the game. The riflemen are applying a lot of pressure. Makros didn't reveal any new tech, so the half track with the bars are enough to get Nap away back into the game, but flank control is just... I don't want to say non-existent, because left or bottom flank is under the control of Nap, but it's so hard, top flank getting completely kept.
I will say the American infantry is right now pressing on that manpower point. Both the flak furling and a half track got forced back by the M3. That 75 gun is just so good. The utility of the artillery that hit any infantry in hard positions, as well as hold back the armor, and he was hitting every shot through the smoke as well. So Nub doing just a solid job with that single unit.
A victory point is under attack.
Yeah, we have a mortar HD now from Mr. Makros. Not sure why there are no support weapons on the field. Obviously, some extra firepower is always handy.
They've captured a victory
point. I'm not sure if that's what he needs. Makros now taking tier 4, by the way, but he's slightly... or got cut off. He's slightly behind in fuel at the moment, but look at the KD. Naps buying every inch of map with a high blood toll.
Yep. All right, again, Makros will probably get that position back under his control so he can start bringing in the fuel again. But still, it's gonna be a climb for him to get a Panzer III.
Nate exchange on the bottom fuel. I'm not sure if Makros can win this engagement. Yeah, he decides to go home. No need to lose any amount of manpower in the already lost engagement.
Yeah. He's gonna pull away.
I think Nap is
right
playing
now-
with Colin Whizbang. He has invested everything on the left tree, has built no Q4 yet. He's probably going to play Whizbang into Jettison.
Enemy movement.
People tried that
I mean,
a lot, and it never worked so far. So, not sure if it... Obviously, it can work this time, but I'm not really sold on that.
well, I don't think he's getting the Whizbang for the moment. As we see, he's getting advanced logistics, so that will make sure the manpower impact of having all these riflemen is subdued a bit. But that also delays any sort of armor that he wished to deploy.
So Nap has, by the way, both infantry upgrades. Earlier I said he has advanced logistics, but that was my bad. He went for survivor training.
Advanced logistics.
Oh, wonderful Nate door. Nate on the door. Panzer Pioneer should not make it home. Makros slowly falling apart in the infantry department. He is under a lot of pressure. Second Panzerjäger has been called in. He has a lot of manpower though in the bank. Nate assault is out. Ooh, that will hurt.
Yeah, that was brutal. A lot of the infantry pushed away. Half-track pushing on the 75,
Half-track
which is
is
not
out of
position.
Half-track has to run. Half-track has to run. He is running. 250 gets there, gets engine damage, so the GMC gets away. But Makros can already afford the new or the first
Enemy
P3.
taking our points.
Oh, GMC hit.
Yeah.
Missed, I mean.
If that half-track does manage to live, but yeah, that's if he gets a Panzer III, Nub will have some serious issues. I've been praising the infantry, and Makros right now has done a good job of recapping a lot of it, but if there's just more, and there it is, the Panzer III being developed, I just don't know how that 175 can handle all of it.
Not obviously no trading relative. It's still trading poorly though. He's like, Makros has a 2-0 KD, nearly a 2-0 KD. And obviously USF always has a slight negative KD. And he has advanced logistics, he has survival training, so his manpower bleed is not that bad. That you can see that with his flooding of manpower. However, 2-0 is still awful. Even with all those upgrades. And keep in mind, DAG is really manpower heavy. All the upgrades are really expensive. All units are really expensive. And if the DAG player is able to float manpower and also keep teching and building new units in the meantime,
A victory point is under enemy control.
it's a bad omen for you.
Not wrong at all. All right. Speaking of which. Ooh, okay, AT grenade from the rifleman holds back the Panzer III, but Panzer III is on the field and making his presence known. Wait, 75 caught position! He does white phosphorus shot!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, did the
Shreks are
Shrek
not on
team miss?
pressurized vehicles! Makros,
Near a victory point.
get your head into the game, pressurized vehicle! You missed the wipe there on the GMC. Huge misplay by Makros. Huge
Point has
misplay.
fallen into enemy control.
Right. That might give Nub the opportunity to
is deploying.
come back a little bit, because, yeah, it could have been over at that point. But like you mentioned, here's the Whizbang!
Yeah, more of a team game unit. I think it's the most loved 4v4 unit currently, Kappa.
It is very good.
We've lost
It is very good, I'm not gonna lie.
However, Whizbang has to get to veteran C1 Jettison. I can't imagine that he will keep it around all the time. Makros late retreat, but Panzerjäger makes it. Yeah, oh, suppression saves
By a
it.
hair.
safe. No, Makros needs to be careful with his micro, but then casually Makros decides to throw a Panzer Pioneer on the bottom side, and maybe even nope. By the way, Assault Grenadier vet 3. Let's have a look what it gets at vet 3. 50 more health, 75% ability recharge, and 30% weapons accuracy. Those guys are really, really tanky and really strong now.
Yeah, and as long as they can close the gap. But that's one unit. His other, he has two units that are designed mostly against anti-armor, and then this Panzer Pioneer, which just has a good flamethrower, but can't survive a long-term engagement with riflemen.
Yeah, Makros has triple mortar age. He could play them a little bit more aggressive, though, I feel.
We must take it
He
back.
could get a third,
All victory points are under enemy control.
a second Panzer III. Makros decided to go for Elephant. Not sure if Elephant is needed this game, though.
No contact.
Because against the Whizbang, I think the swarm of P3s will be sufficient.
Yep. We'll see. All right, that 75 is now vet 2.
Would obviously be funny
Sure, the
and
Whizbang
overkill to
will
get
wait
an
in
Elephant
assignment
just
to
for
your
the
sector.
75 for the GMC. But it would be funny nonetheless.
Whizbang trying to line up a shot on those Panzer squads. Fires!
And nothing happens. It forces a retreat, so
You
it's
have
something.
command points ready to spend.
Right. That M3 needs some desperate repairs. Nub has sent out
Commander,
infantry across
we've lost
the
the sector.
north and south to try to grab territory. That motorcycle team is still alive, though, and is constantly a thorn in
menace.
Nub's side.
Nap investigates the second half track, by the way. Probably another GMC.
Alright. Again, it's tough right now because, again, he just doesn't have any tanks. The 75 is performing well, but one misstep and that thing's armor can't take many hits. I mean, I guess if he gets it to vet 3, he can take one additional hit. Oh, two good shots against the flak-filling in the south. Can he get a third one? He's trying. He misses.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Panzer III is hit by an AT grenade. No engine crit, but it is a little bit wary. It's down half its health.
Bike got veterancy free by just capping. I needed to point that out. And Frank misses the GMC.
That could have. Oh, he's playing with fire.
He's playing with fire. Oh, third P3 is on the way. Makros is slowly getting into the Uga Buga all-in mass. 4 P3s. Does he have self-repair? Definitely needed now by the amount of P3s. He has self-repair, he has VCL, he only needs rapid advance and his P3s are fully decked out. And then they are really, really scary. Not, by the way, cancelled the second half track, got out the second Whizbang, but the Whizbangs are not getting veterancy, so no jettison. And keep in mind, no tier 4 also means no 76 upgrade.
Oh my god.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
You're an American player. You see 3 Panzer IIIs. What do? I'll get 2 Whizbangs.
You can hope and dream. A man can dream.
So if Makros falls asleep and I fire 2 Whizbangs at both, all 3 units, it will die. I promise. Oh wait, Makros being hit.
Has this pull smoke. And full hold fire. P3 is coming around. And he gets the... I think what GMC does as well. 1 for 1.
Yeah. Which, in theory, you're like, oh, Grayshell, that's not too bad of a trade. You know, at least he got the flak filling, but that's his only AT unit. Nub has no AT.
Let's see once Makros realizes there's no AT on the field and he can lay all in now.
Oh, I think Nub realizes what the situation is in. He's moving up both Whizbangs.
Mortar HTs, man, being a menace. By the way, those are the perfect whispering targets. But you need to get relatively close, and I'm not sure if Nub has the field presence or frontline presence to do such a play.
And as soon as he starts firing, 3 Panzer IIIs were like, ooh, target.
Yeah, and then we'll go all in. And I think that Makros is super aggressive with his what HDs, but decides to fall back. Triple kept running into the favor of Makros. Makros still has a 2.0 KD, slightly more.
Sherman Whizbang awaiting assignment to your sector.
And Nub is bleeding.
Yeah.
Territory
Nub needs
lost.
to do a miracle. Let's
We
see if
have
he can pull it
rapid
off.
advance, by the way, in, so now all armored units from Makros can cap as well. Basically means Makros doesn't need any infantry
Lost the
anymore. He
territory
has
sector.
tanks that can cap.
Oh,
Whizbang
wow.
tries to kill the P3, but yeah.
You know, given the fact that it's a Panzer III with 2 health upgrades, 2 Whizbangs actually did quite a bit to it, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but the problem is no AT, right? I'm waiting for Makros to realize that and go in. I think he's not realizing that yet. He's really in the tunnel mode. Like where you don't realize how ahead you are.
100 points remain. We're cutting it close.
I mean, he's
But-
probably just like, of course he has AT. I mean, like, it's a trap. He's trying to lure my Panzer IIIs in.
Makros playing safe, obviously game number 3, you don't want to take any unnecessary amount of risk. Nub dropped, by the way, below 100 VPs, Makros still at 365 VPs, so... And I'm not sure if Nub is able to break the triple cap for a long time there.
Yeah, he'll get it for a moment, but anything more. Alright, Nub realizing his situation is like, alright, better get the 75. But wait, if he gets a 75, he has no muni. How is he gonna upgrade it?
Well, with 10 ammo income, it will take some time. We have an SSF being called in, we have an AT gun drop
Heading back to base.
with fuel, but I don't think Nub needs that much fuel. But the AT gun will be handy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Victory point is under enemy control now.
Oh, and he has
75
SSF
points
commandos
left,
too, so he does
Here
have a
we
bazooka
go.
team. I don't think he got the upgrade for them, but
Oh, that's a dead Whizbang. Makros did the casual Panzer Jäger ambush.
Sherman Whizbang destroyed at the front line.
yeah, Whizbang hits the Panzer squads, but again, no wipes.
By the way, Dak OP because Dak won all 3 games in the first set of the day. That's something that people didn't have on their bingo card.
Oh boy, yeah. Guys, the dock's not performing. You know, we have to change the dock. It's
We have only
not,
50 points left. A squad of SSF is awaiting deployment.
definitely
Commander.
not because it's necessarily bad. I can't win. All right, hold on. Panzer III taking some hits, but SF Commando's about to die here.
AT gun gets
Gun is
nuked
out
by
of
triple
action.
mortar HTs.
I think Nub is trying to get the victory points, but it's just not
It's
gonna change
desperation
anything.
mode. Yeah, 2-1 for Mr. Makros. Well, that's something we didn't have in our bingo card. 3 deck wins in a row.
Definitely not, but hey, love to see it. Good games.
Yeah. GG, well played.
We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.